Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And he grounds one to the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first.
Out.
One up, one down.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Josh Rojas getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Birdie fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder, number 18, Mike.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players. Willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They're down 7-1. Back at right field. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Swing and he breaks his back. Rojas makes the grab, one down.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Gage Workman. A switch hitter batting right. And that is out of play. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
All over that one right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Man at second with one away. And next for the Cubs, Nico Horner. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. In the air, left side. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. Two away now.
The third baseman, number 5, John Birdie.
Down the third baseman, John Birdie. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. High in the air, out to right. Tauchman. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Cubs leave one, and they're on top 7-1. Welcome back. Taking a
Leading
look
up
at our
for
game
the
summary.
White Sox, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And that drops in for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the
Now
plate
back.
lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Robert in the box again. Takes a strike. And that one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive,
Now
not
batting,
walking
the second
anyone. I
baseman,
mean, this
Lenny.
guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And there's a foul ball. Misses off the plate. And it's 2-1.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
In the dirt.
2-2.
Vaughn stands at first with one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
2 outs.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Eater. Back to work. Line drive caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Now the Cubs catcher, Cody Sullivan. That one missed.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Inside, just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Rips that one to right. Topman makes the grab for the 2nd out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And here is Kyle Tucker. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and this one looks like trouble. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swanson digs in. First pitch,
no.
just misses. Tucker at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Ripped to short. In time to Vaughn. And Swanson is set down. They limit the damage here. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
The center fielder, Michael Taylor. Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Keegan Thompson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball. The 0-1. Fought off foul. That one the other way, and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the shortstop, Colson.
Now it's going to be Colson Montgomery. His righty-lefty splits there. Yeah, there's the strike. Thompson, 6'1" righty, 210 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. Runner at first with no outs here.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now at the plate, Corey Lee. And first offering is fouled off. Now a fly ball to right center. Mena on the move. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So 1 left for the White Sox. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Gilbert.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Gilbert.
Bush stands in now, looks at that one inside. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jared Schuster getting loose out there. That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Bunting, and it's in the air. Reaching for it and brings it in. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Corner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Laser could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Now batting.
And that flips the calendar on his hitting streak. He's now at 30 straight games with a knock, a full month.
Yeah, and maybe we're not quite ready to start talking DiMaggio just yet, Boog, but we're not that far off. I mean, you make it to 30 games, you're in rare company, and not many guys have made it that far in the last 50 years. So absolutely congratulations to him. It's been really fun following him to this point.
On the ground, Rojas. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Stepping in, Kelly Sullivan. Back up the middle and a base hit. Horner flies around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here is Cody Sullivan. Flips the corner. Strike one.
Ball. 1-1.
That one ripped. And it's foul. Hard hit left side. They get the force, and the inning is over. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubbies 10 and the White Sox 1. Last chance for the home team. Down to number 2 hitter, Mike Tauchman. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
And a curve is down and in. That one fouled off. 2-2. Tachman on at first. Nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Up and in, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
10-1, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long